Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. It is the last game of Token Black Guys. Teysa versus Thada Adal as played by Bubs Gump. Hopefully, it's not a repeat of the Thassa game we just played. Mono blue, you never know. I think there's a lot of great mono blue deck. Blue's my favorite color, but if all you're going to do is counter everything, then it doesn't seem like you're actually playing a commander game. Let's find out. No mulligans. I'll keep this mainly because of Chromatic Lantern, and the Weathered Wayfarer ain't too shabby himself. Incidentally, friendos, you need to stick around at the end of this video after the credits, and there will be a poll that you can vote in to pick my next commander for the next 15 games I will do. There's some good choices, including one people have been asking for a long, long time. What do we got? The Grimoire Thief? That's weird. Why is that a commander card? I don't understand. I don't know. There's probably some stupid fucking thing. You know, there's something horrible with it. Let's just get the command tower. Or you know what? Let's get the Temple of Silence, so that way we can scry a little bit. Contamination, huh? It'd be fun to use this card right on my last game. Although I don't think it's going to be very good. I don't have any ways to make tokens anytime soon. Ugh. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to put it on the bottom. It just doesn't look feasible, and I'm sure whatever I draw is going to be easier to use. Sad, I know, but them's is the breaks. Alright, so next turn, I think we'll just Teysa. Get a block for Thada Adal. Or the Grimoire Thief. Or the Trinket Mage! It's the Trinket Mage! Getting all your trinkets since 1992. I have no idea when Trinket Mage came out. Probably later than 1992. Soul Ring, motherfucker, you are getting the manners. You are getting the manners. Ooh, yes. Oh, I could have left Contamination on the deck because it's gone anyway. Okay. You fucking did it. Let's play out this here Plains, this here Teysa, and we'll block one of these bastards if they decide to come our way. I know, Weathered Wayfarer, you really want it to be used again, but it was pretty important that I got Teysa out. For the blocks. Tamiyo! Oh, that's mine! Tamiyo belongs to me. What the fuck are you doing? You horrendous, horrendous fool. Don't you know? Don't you know Tamiyo is mine? You wicked, wicked creature. Okay, so, what do we do? I think we Chromatic Lantern. We search for... What do we want to search for here? Boseiju might be okay. Mezavith might be okay. But I think we'll go with... Simple Godless Shrine? Yeah, let's do it. Simple Godless Shrine. Get that into play now. Get hit for a few next turn. But then we'll have Elspeth. And Elspeth is pretty awesome. Ain't no doubt about that. The Bidens! The Bidens! You've got the fucking Bidens, and now you're gonna get me where the sun don't shine. Even if he taps down a mana, I've got the temple. Ouch. I'm in some trouble now, but this guy's deck so far has not been a piece of shit. This guy's deck has been exactly, in my opinion, how a sweet-ass blue deck that's actually fun to play with and against should go. I like it. The Biden's an awesome time. This seems like a strange card to use, but I don't know. Maybe it's there to get devotion online for a Thassa that could be played or whatever. I don't know. Curiouser and curiouser. Okay, so then, do you have the counter? If he does, I ain't even mad. But I certainly hope that he or she does not. Sweet! Did that before combat, just in case he's got something to get rid of Teysa. I can, exile this Grimoire Thief or something. Whatever. Okay. Sorry about the coughing. That's just something you're going to have to put up with. As I said, I am just recovering from a pretty nasty illness. Sweet! Tamio, one or two turns falling back from getting her -8 online. We're going to play some Skull Clamp now, which should turn the tides of war, in theory. Man, I would love to get Elspeth emblem. That would be sweet. Now, whatever this Schmohawk plays, I've got a Teysa online to take care of, hopefully. Yeah. Weather Wayfarer isn't going to do me any good anymore, so that's also Teysa fodder, for sure. Nice. Way to go, Tamio. Drawing the cards. Pretty sweet. Pardon me. Well, he's thinking. It's good. It's good news that he doesn't have a slam dunk move. I always like to see my opponent have to think. Huh. Wait, what? No, what did I do? I absolutely meant to sacrifice her. Oh my gosh. Oh, fuck you. If I lose this game, it's 100% my fault. I definitely meant to sacrifice her there. Oh, god damn it. Really annoying. 100% my fault. I blame the illness, but 100% my fault. Not cool, man. Not cool. Well, okay, let's get the Sadistic Hypnotist online. This should be a little annoying for my opponent. We'll Skull Clamp the Weathered Wayfarer. Draw some cards. Okay, Contamination's back in town. Okay, so let's just sacrifice this thing. Let's just sacrifice this thing. Wait a minute, what? Tolarian Entrancer? Oh, I haven't seen this thing in a dog's age. Nice. And then, just for funsies, let's get rid of this thing. And then we'll shit out 3 more dudes. So, I mean, I deserve to lose this game. I really do. Because of not sacrificing Teysa. But I'm not going to complain. We'll just let it happen. And I think I will... I think I'll skull clamp this guy, get a couple more cards too. I'm glad I did. Freaking Soul Warden. Yeah. Alright. Pass the turn. Good old swan song. Alright, so we got my opponent angry. Probably. And we're gonna, our Elspeth is gonna take a little bit of a beating from Teysa. Totally blows. 100% my fault. So irritated still. If he runs in with everything, we're not gonna let Elspeth die. So we will, we'll trade 2 soldiers for whatever, this guy. And then we'll run the Soul Warden in front of the Trinket Mage. Yeah. We're doing this just in case he wants to sacrifice the Grimoire Thief for whatever reason, then my soldiers actually live. But more importantly, my Elspeth lives. Pardon again. Yeah, okay. And Elspeth lives. I make another couple dudes. He'll probably play Thada this turn, won't he? You know what? Just... who cares? See you later. He'll probably play Thada this turn. No? Alright. I gotta do the Skeletal Vampire. Uh-oh. Okay. That's totally fine with me. You know what? I don't have to do the Skeletal Vampire because I've got Sheoldred, the Whispering one. I don't want to run into a counter. I'm going to do this. And I do have to play Skeletal Vampire anyway. Because I need blockers. I don't want Elspeth to die. So, kind of sad, but it's got to happen. I could probably win this game without Elspeth, but who would want to? Who would want to? No prob. I have this game. If he leaves now, it's pretty obvious I win this. All right, especially since contamination. Which you would have got to see on the last game ever anyway. I can't let this be the last game, though, can I? I'm definitely going to count this as a victory, because I totally had him pegged down. Every turn, he would have to top deck to win. I had a million dudes. He wasn't going to be able to get into Elspeth. I had the Skull Clamp to draw a million cards. I wasn't losing this game. It wasn't happening. So I'm going to count it as a victory. But I will do one more. I will do one more because it's kind of an anticlimactic ending to the Token Black Guys series of games. So one more it is. So here we are for the true final game of Token Black Guys. We have Teysa versus Hanna, Ship's Navigator. That's like Captain Sisay's little buddy, ain't it? Yeah, return target artifact or enchantment card from your graveyard to your hand. So this should be interesting. A thematic deck, I presume. No mulligans. We've got the Bojuka Bog turn 1, which is sad and probably a waste, but we're gonna do it anyway. Because we've got Reassembling Skeleton, we've got Lingering Soul. In fact, everything is so fucking cheap in this initial hand that we've got some good stuff going on early in the game. Should be good against Legion of Dinosaurs, man. Bowie, 1984. Is that when you were born, or do you just really love the book 1984? Inquiring minds want to know. So Bojuka Bog, the saddest Bojuka Bog play that ever was. But, oh, and you know what? Bojuka Bog was going to be great against this guy, too. Yeah, that's a sadness. That is a sadness right there. But I got condemned for that harlot, Hanna ship's navigator. Let her run against me, and then I'll just condemn her. My opponent perhaps experiencing some lag or playing 2 games. I can't tell yet. But we'll pause it until he gets his shit together. Alright, here we go. My opponent back in business. Pardon me. He's got the planes. He's got the soul ring. Is that enough to get Hanna ship's navigator outright now? Oh, I think it might be. Or the heuristic study. Your choice. You know what, friend? You're gonna get your heuristic study. Because reassembling skeletons in town. Motherfucker, I don't care. And then next turn we will Meekstone and keep Condemn up for Hanna, the ship's Navigator. Good old heuristic study. Great card early in the game, as useless as shit late in the game. I still run it though in my Drake and Take game. Why not? On those rare occasions you get to play it early like now, it's gonna get you a couple cards. Ring of 3 Wishes. The Tutor Pooter. I get 2 life. What now, harlots? Yeah. You are not happy about this 2 life, nor should you be. Kabira Crossroads is a card for the ages. And there's your Meekstone. Don't need to leave Condemn up because Hanna ship's Navigator, nor anything in white and blue, to my knowledge, is not hasty. So, that's fine. Running in, tickling his dinosaur funny bone with my bag of bones. Reassembling skeleton. Such a good thing to sacrifice to Teysa or reserve Scion. I do hope I get another mana next turn so I don't give him a card with heuristic study, but I will give him a card with heuristic study if it comes to that. I'll do it. By golly, I'll do it. Ring of 3 Wishes makes me think that this fellow is playing some combo pieces with his Hanna ship Navigator. It seems like there'd be the opportunity for a bunch of sweet combos with Hanna ship's Navigator. So I suppose only time will tell, and that time might be now. Searching for a card. And he doesn't even have to reveal it. Oh, Ring of 3 Wishes, you are a commander's wet dream.
Pretty gaudy, though. I know I'd never wear it. Get that ring out of here.
Well, fuck. He's drawing a card. Have little choice on the matter. Hopefully, his ring fetch something large that has no value when it's into play, and then just gets tapped by my Meekstone. That's hopefully what happened. That's the best case scenario, and also a scenario that has only a 1% chance of happening if my friend over here has a brain. And it looks like he has several brains. There's definitely more than one dinosaur here. There's like 6 goddamn dinosaurs back there. Next turn, some souls may be lingered, and that's a doorbell. So I'll be right back. Alright, we're back after running to get a package. Fucking holiday season. Why do people have to send me gifts? Anyway, here we are again. Gone for a minute or two. Running up and down 5 flights of stairs as fast as I could. Only to see another wish come true for my opponent, probably. Removing yet another wish card. Token, counter, whatever, man. I don't even know whose turn it is. Is it still his turn, or did he do that on my turn? It's his turn. Okay, that's good. What's next? What a beautiful nimbus maze. So majestic. I don't think my opponent has a combo in mind. Simply because it took him a while to find his wish fulfillment. So that's a good sign, I think. Getting rid of duplicate. But he's going to want to put all artifacts and enchantments in the graveyard because Hanna will get them all back for him. So what ifs, right? Or not. Okay. So I've got 5 mana to fuck around with. You know, I think I'll just get some Lingering Souls out right now. Yup. Since I don't have any swamps for Crypt Gas to really do anything. And Teysa next turn might be good. Certainly seems good to me. Iron Maiden. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, Iron Maiden deals X damage to that player where X is the number of cards in his or her hand. -4. So, nothing. Interesting, though. That definitely seems like it's part of a combo card. Yeah, what the fuck? What is going on? What is this combo that you seem to think is happening? Well, now I'm worried, and I will get out the Crypt Ghast. Yup, we'll pay for that. And the Orzhov Basilica. Sending back Bojuka Bog. Aw, yeah. It wasn't so bad playing Bojuka Bog that early in the game, was it? So, now I think there's some kind of terrible combo happening where he's going to put 1,000,000 cards in my hand and make it so I can't use them or something, and then just take all my damage from Iron Maiden. I haven't seen Iron Maiden played in so long, and I think even then, super rarely. I don't recall any kind of combo that can be utilized with it, but I know 5% of all Magic the Gathering combos there are, so that doesn't really mean anything. Let's find out together what sort of hilarious hijinks will be befalling poor Teysa in this, her final appearance on my channel. Which reminds me, once again, stay tuned after the credits and vote for who my next commander will be. You know that there's going to be Thassa, the second place choice from last round. God of Avoiding War, wherein, we're going to play a bunch of dudes, make them all unblockable. Yeah, and there's 2 others as well. Untap, target artifact or creature. Apeto Alchemist. I love this art. Look at that guy. I want to be that guy's friend. What a swarthy individual. And you know what? If he was my friend, he'd untap all my artifacts for me. Like a really cool dude. Okay, he left a lot of mana up. Does make me a little nervous. Ain't gonna lie. Well, okay. Well, Bojuka Bog, again. Fuck you, Duplicant. You're no longer an issue. I guess Teysa? Yeah, let's Teysa. Paid. Yeah, you know what? Sure. We're not going to Lingering Souls and get him another thingamajig, so. Fine with me. It's strange that he wasn't holding up a counter. I don't know what this guy's doing. I'm terrified. I feel like he's setting up for some insane combo that's just going to hurt real bad. In which case, I would love to have the Austere command, even though it would get rid of my own Meekstone and Chromatic Lantern. I don't like the looks of those Iron Maidens, and, his Soul Ring could be a problem. This, he's going to get his wish before I get Austere command out. Come on. But I would also get rid of Ristic Study and just not worry about that nonsense anymore, too. But look at this now. Is this Omniscience? Oh, man. I'm going to be really sad if it's Omniscience. Can he do Omniscience? 8? No, he can't. He's 2 away, right? Omniscience is 10. Because I was going to say, Omniscience with 7 cards in your hand. Ouch. That is a painful thing to have happen to you. Now, is it worth mortifying the Mystic Study? I really don't think it is. I feel like that would be such a waste. Mystic Study is a little annoying. It's true, but we're getting to the point in the game where it's not going to matter at all. Real soon. A couple more mana, this thing might as well just be another Plains or something. It will have no bearing on the game. Surprising that I don't have a single swamp. Oh, that's too bad. Should I just get rid of the Alchemist? Yeah. I'm just going to get rid of the Alchemist right now. Because all my dudes are going back to my hand anyway. Now Teysa's over here. I'll be taking less damage from these Iron Maidens, which are going to hurt. Yup. And any potential combo that he was trying to figure out. Once Miss Vith. Okay, so we got the Chromatic Lantern. Oh, he's going to end up gaining some. Yeah, he's gonna end up getting some stuff here. But that's okay. Get your cards. I don't want to take damage. He's gonna. This will force him to use some of the cards unless he's gonna lose them. And now I'm only taking 2 damage next turn. So that's something. And I don't have to worry about Cyclonic Rift anymore, which was clearly a card that he was holding for his ace in the hole. He was definitely getting that with Ring of 3 Wishes. And, you know, it took some damage. Took some damage from it because of the Iron Maiden, and he gained 3 cards from it as well. So it's not bad. Oh, right. He could have only gotten 2 cards from it. I could have used the Chromatic Lantern to prevent him from drawing 1. That's on me, friends, and I apologize. Please don't unsubscribe. It's not the worst mistake you've ever seen me do. And it won't be the last mistake you ever see me do. But it's totally because of my illness. Oh, poor plastic cactus. Wasting away to almost nothing with his terrible illness. Oh, sad. Cool. He'll be discarding some stuff, which maybe he thinks he'll be able to get back with the Hanna Ship Navigator, but it's something that I won't have to worry about for a little while. He'll be discarding 3 things? Yeah, that sounds about right. And I'll be taking 2 damage. It would be pretty sweet if I got a swamp. Pretty sweet. Meanwhile, I mean, I could just get the Cryptghast out next turn anyway. Just, you know, cuz. And if I drew a mana, I get the Cryptghast and Bitter Blossom out without having him drawing any cards from his Heuristic Study, which is also nice. So I've got some options, anyway. Cool. And what are you discarding? 3 cards down the drain. What are they going to be? Psychosis Crawler. Yeah, that's not, I don't think that's going to do it. And one more. Come on. Dissolve. It's a pretty good one. Blood Artist, huh? Yeah, let's just get some stuff out here. Oops. I canceled. Fine. Well, then we better utilize it here if we're going to be that stupid. Crypt Ghast, and then we'll pay for it. Get slapped by Reassembling Skeleton, and I don't take any damage next turn from his Iron Maidens, which is always nice. I got a lot of cheap stuff, which I'm sure he wasn't counting on, because Iron Maidens don't really work when your opponent's playing a million cheap things, keeping his hand low. I keep putting out the threats, and I don't take the damage from the Iron Maiden. It's pretty good. And I've got Maze of Ith for anything sinister that comes my way. I would love a Sacrifice Outlet, actually. That would be fantastic. Especially with Bitter Blossom waiting in the wings here. Then I could turn all my guys into spirits and have Teysa use them spirits to get rid of any threat that may be played. Fabricate, search your library for an artifact card, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle your library. What artifact could you possibly be getting right now? The Commodore! Well, well, the Commodore, welcome to the game. So nice of you to join us. We are honored to have you, the Commodore. Honored and delighted. Memory jar. Okay. So I'm going to get hit again for 6 on my turn, if he does that right now. But I'm okay with it, because Retribution of the Meek isn't going to do anything for me this game. Neither is Condemn, really. Wait, what? Why'd you do that? Doesn't Memory Jar only work? Yeah, that's not going to do anything then. Yeah, he played that wrong. He'd have to do that on my turn for it to really mean anything. Yeah, he knew it. Oh, another anticlimactic ending. But 2 anticlimactic endings do equal a game. It's basic mathematics. Opponent was embarrassed that he screwed up his memory jar trick, and he conceded, giving me the game. Honestly, I wasn't too afraid anyway. I might not have had a whole lot going on, but clearly neither did he. And I think that I had a really good shot of winning this game legitly. Anyway, I'm sorry to say I'm out of time, so I can't put another one up if I wanted to. So this is the end of Token Black Guys. Please stay tuned and vote for my next commander. So, here we are, friends, the 3 commanders that you have a chance to make my next EDH star. Yes, that's right, whoever you vote on will become the next 15 games that I post on this YouTube channel. To vote for one of these commanders, simply like the corresponding comment that I will put down as the first 3 comments on this video right here. But let's talk about the candidates, why don't we? Why not? Seems like a good idea. So, first up is the Captain Sisse deck that everybody and their brother has wanted me to do for over a month. I said it would happen eventually, that it would be one of the choice, and that eventually is today. My Captain Sisse deck, I am only going to use legendary creatures. That's it! No other creature whatsoever in this deck. No Solemn Simulacrum. No, I don't know, Secured Tribe Elder. Whatever. Nothing that can help me that isn't legendary. So, it's going to be tough. But we're going to make it work. No Planeswalkers either, because I had enough Planeswalkers from the Teysa deck that I just did. Token Black Guys full of Planeswalkers. Let's take a break from Planeswalkers with Sisse. And as a special rule for myself, because I don't usually like tutors and say, well, that's the tutor queen, I will not tutor for the same creature 2 games in a row unless it's the only way I'm going to survive. If it's the absolute only way that it does not result in a loss, I'll do it. Otherwise, I'll work around it, and we'll make it more fun that way, so all the videos aren't the same. And there'll also be a minor enchantment theme. I haven't done that yet, so it might be fun, and there are a lot of great enchantments in Selesnya colors. So, that's, pardon me, that's me and the captain, and choice number 1. Next up, we have Total Domination. This is a huge late game deck. Emphasis on spells and planeswalkers. Less than 15 creatures, and every one of the creatures will be annoying for my opponent to deal with. A lot of them will probably be expensive creatures as well, because my early game is going to be pretty much nothing but mana ramp and some discard, because there is a minor discard theme in this deck as well. So that's the ticket. Kind of like a Maelstrom Wanderer deck, not the discard, but just trying to use my first 3 or 4 turns to setting up the rest of my game, and the rest of my game not lasting very long because it's insane. That's the plan anyway with this deck, and I'm also going to use a lot of really expensive janky cards. Yes, I consider Omniscience janky. I don't care. I know people love it in Commander, but it's a poop card. But I'll make it work, and I'll make World Purge work. I'll make Sway of the Stars work. Probably a couple others that I can think of. Expensive cards that you wouldn't normally play. Some of them don't necessarily help you like crazy. Sway of the Stars, it could, but it's not like gonna win the game for you or anything. But they're fun, and you don't usually see them played. So that's what Total Domination will incorporate. And then finally, we have the second place deck from last round, the deck that lost to Token Black Guys, God of Avoiding War. It's a Thada deck, and don't let the Thada game that I just lost to dissuade you from voting for this one, because it'll be totally different. 50% of my cards will not be counters. In fact, they'll only be 5, perhaps less, and one of those is going to be remand, so that hardly even counts. Mainly my defense will be bounces, and suiting up my little dudes that get in there with swords. I'll use 1 of every sword. I don't even own all of them. I think I only own like 4 of them, but I'll buy them all for you, the viewer, because when I dedicate myself to a theme, money is no object. And so that's the deal with Thada. Make them all unblockable, more creature based than control based. Rare for a mono blue deck, but I would try to do it that way. So those are your 3 choices. Once again, simply respond to the comment that corresponds to the commander you want to see. Whoever has the most votes on December 30th, whenever the fuck I wake up on a Monday, let's say 11 a.m., but who knows? My schedule's weird. Whenever I wake up on that Monday, I will tally up the points and choose the next commander. Provided I can finally get over this sickness. Jeez, man. Jeez. Next week, I'll probably bring back the Rafikaboo deck for a couple games. I almost always do Drake and Take Talrand, but I think it's time to see what Rafik's been up to. So we'll do a couple of those while we're waiting for these votes to be tallied. And then the week after that is when the first games of either me and the captain, Total Domination, or God of Avoiding War will be posted. So, until next week, I'm Plastic Cactus signing off and saying I love you all so very, very much. Except for you, Dwayne. You can go fuck yourself.